and then I have horrible skin. Jay criticizes me because I said I was gonna wear my natural hair out and I didn't need to do my wig because we were running late. And he's like, he was like mocking me because I was like fine with wearing my natural hair. He's like, she had nasty ass hair. I was like, like it's so weird.
Like you're embarrassing them by not being all glammed out.
And so when I bought the Balenciaga, I bought it, and he like, we'll just have it sent up to my room. And that's how he threw it in the trash because, can I clarify something though?
Bro, that is
Let me clarify this. So
believable.
I had the text message. I showed everybody the text messages after it happened because I was like shaking when I came back because there was a lot of triggering stuff. Like you should just jump off the balcony, like crazy shit like that. And I was just like, okay, it was just like a lot. And they bully Jay. So I think that's where Jay's coming from.
Really? They do?
He would tell him to like move seats, sit in the back. Like I remember one time he had Boom Cack like fish out a french fry in his car. He's like, while we went in to eat, he's like, go look for that french fry I dropped. Like just like really nasty shit. And I hope he overpays them. I hope he gets paid a lot. All the people close to me know that it like really affected me. And then Jeffree told Oscar that I like, when I bought my pink Rolls Royce, I sent a text to Jeffree like, and I was like, oh, now am I you yet? Like something like whatever. And he was like, oh my God, how pathetic that she wants to be me. It's like, yeah, I like admired you. Like I thought he was cool. He had a cool house and he had a makeup company. And I was like, why are you making fun of someone who like wanted to be like you? There's definitely something wrong with my skin now. My skin then, and Jeffree knew this, and everyone knew this. I was just coming off of like a really high like meth binge, and like so my skin was like horrible. And like I opened up Jeffree days prior to this trip, which is why he invited me on the trip. I was over just at his house by myself, and I was just like, yeah, like my body's fucked up from like drugs. My skin's fucked up because when I take drugs, I can't be an addict because I fucking like my skin was horrible. And he's like, oh my God, like no, like that, you know, like you're brave, you're like getting sober. So for the fact that they were like making fun of my skin like after this like huge binge, I was just like, what the fuck? And this was like, crazy. And I was like shaking still from it. Like I was like, I don't know. It was like crazy. He's like, you need to come to Vegas and like get away from all like that. That's why he invited me on this trip. And then to invite me and be like, her skin shit. I mean, it was like it was crazy. And even now I'm like going through something, which is why my skin is bad.
Instead of being like, it's okay, you don't want to come clubbing. Why don't you just stay in the hotel and relax?
Yeah.
Bitch, you are fucking boring and your skin is nasty. I'm not throwing away your hoodie. It's like, whoa.
It was crazy. I was
blown away.
And Jeffree told everyone I was on drugs. This kid, Oscar, he's like, yeah, she's on drugs. We had to send her home. Like, I had to pay for her private, like, we had to send her home because she was just doing too many drugs around us. And we had to pay for the private jet because she was a danger to herself. And I was like, what? Like, it was so weird. Well, did you see Rich Lux's video? Do you know him? He's like a drama channel. And he was also there. And they made fun of him. He brought a gift to Jeffree from Hermes for $400. And they laughed at it because it was the cheapest thing in the store. And Rich Lux just made a video, like, a couple of days ago being like, he was trying to defend Jeffree. And he's like, that was some fucked up shit.
Oh, this guy is such a piece of shit.
I had forgotten about the suicide thing. Like, I literally, like, blacked that out because I remember, like, telling the stories. And Jeffree jokingly would say stuff like, well, there's a balcony, just do it now. Like, that kind of stuff. And it's, like, I know his jokes are that, but it was, like, so... Because I was, like, opening up about, like, how I was, like... How I tried to commit suicide 3 times a year before, and I like didn't think I like wanted to. Like that didn't seem like it was me. And like, like seeing that now, like all those people in the room, it's like crazy because everyone in the room at the time was like, oh, because you know he smokes a lot of weed, Jeffree, and I wasn't even smoking weed because I was just like really like trying to be like sober or whatever. And they were just like all the people being like, it's fine, like totally, yeah, like all this is just comforting, being so fake and being like, oh, my suicide, like, it's fucking funny. And I told everyone close to me when I came back, like my mom, my sister, like Shane, like Ryan, like everyone who I came back, I like said this to them, you know, obviously like they told Jeffree or something, but it's like that in particular is so crazy that I made fun of because that was like such a real thing. And it was just like, I was like, yeah, I really want to die. Like I was like opening up about it because I like, it's so awful.
And then Hair by Jay received that as, oh, I want to kill myself.
It's crazy.
Dude, it's good you don't hang out with those guys.
You know what's crazy too is like, this is just an exact representation of Jeffree. And what sucks is like Jeffree will always be successful and he'll always keep going. And he's like an actual bad person. Like he's an actual bad person. And it's evident by these people. Like it comes out in them. And I'm just like, God, it sucks. And not to whatever, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but that's why when I saw like Shane and Jeffree or Ryan promoting Jeffree, like as if he's a god on this podcast like a week ago, I was like, this is an evil person. And what they said to me is like, yeah, we have to slowly distance ourselves and all this stuff like that. And they're like promoting him still, like, and so I don't think like cancel Jeffree because he told me to jump off a bridge or like told me like I had bad skin, but it's like Shane, my best friend, should at least maybe not associate with him publicly. Like if you need to get that check from your palate, fine, but to fucking like it, not only that, but he would encourage me to not make videos about Jeffree, don't make videos about Jeffree and all this shit. And I was just like, I just had enough. And then when he said on this one, let's just like move past this and pretend like it didn't happen, when something like he knew this triggered me back then, it triggers me now. It's like literally so traumatizing. Like seeing this, I was like, this is fucked up. Because you know what? They probably would be happy if I killed myself. Jeffree is that person who would be like, haha, dumb bitch died. Like that's literally how he is. And it's like, and I think about that and it's just like, it's fucked up.